Hey guys, welcome back to a new video and to a first impression review on some Charlotte Tilbury products. I know there's a lot of hype out there and there has been multiple requests of me trying out the Charlotte Tilbury products. So I went online and I bought a few products and today we're actually putting them to the test. So I got the Filmstar Bronze and Glow palette, the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I also got the Infinite setting spray that promised to keep your makeup on for 16 hours. So this is the Airbrush Flawless setting spray, party all night, stay all day, which I'm excited to try out. And last but not least, we will be putting the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer to the test, as well as the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So if you're curious on getting some of these products, hopefully this video can help you out on deciding what to get, what not to get, and all of that jazz. If you want to see me apply these products for the first time and see what I think about these products, then please keep watching. This makes me very, very excited because it is a UV Flawless Poreless Primer with SPF 50, which makes me very excited because I'm always on a hunt for a 2-in-1, a primer that also works as a sunscreen. Because it has this stamp right here, it means that it is approved as a sunscreen. Usually makeup products only have SPF, but they are not approved as sunscreen, so you will have to wear sunscreen underneath. So this will be perfect for summer. And I really love the packaging. As you can see, it comes in a tube. So you press the button right there and you squeeze out the product. You can definitely smell a little bit of sunscreen in this. And my skin always gets so red when I apply a primer. It feels very good on the skin. It is a little bit tacky, a little bit sticky, so let's go ahead and apply foundation on top. I am so excited to try out this foundation. I have been wanting to get my hands on it for so long. So this is a long wear foundation. I got the shade number 7 neutral, so hopefully it is not too dark. My self tan is actually fading. So hopefully we can make this work. So it says on the packaging, a full coverage foundation with a flawless matte long lasting finish. I will apply this with my Livi Beauty blended sponge. So I will go ahead and start with 2 pumps and we will see how far this takes us. This is very orange. That is my first impression. Very, very orange. I'm not sure if I can ever fix this. It is like crazy carrot orange. And I hate this color. Since I didn't buy any concealer, I will go ahead and use my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. Hopefully this can kind of even out the orangeness. So I would just go ahead and apply a lot of this. So hopefully it will look a little bit better because how everything is looking right now, this is not a good vibe. But hopefully by adding some concealer, things will look a little bit more natural. So I definitely want to add a little bit more concealer in my forehead to kind of even out the color a little bit because this is way too orange for my liking. Like working as a makeup artist, I've done a lot of people's makeup, but I've never seen a skin tone this orange if it wasn't for a bad self-tan. So not sure how I feel about the color, but the foundation actually looks very beautiful. My skin actually looks flawless. It feels very nice. It definitely covered up everything, as you can see. So I'm very impressed. I will let you know in the end of this video how I feel about it. Since I don't have brow products from Charlotte Tilbury, I will go ahead and do my brows off cam and then I will be right back and we will go ahead and apply some more products. So now let's go ahead and try out this powder. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I got this shade medium in this one. So hopefully this is not as orange. This looks more like a neutral color. So hopefully this can add a little bit more light to the center of my face and also take away a little bit more of that orange color. So I will go ahead and use the powder brush from Livi Beauty, which is my brand, and I will just dig into this powder and we will add it to the face. It kind of feels like it kind of neutralizes the shade a little bit. Don't you agree? It looks a little bit better compared to this side. But my skin definitely looks flawless. I am so impressed by this foundation. So far, everything looks smooth and my nose and pores has kind of vanished. First impression, I can definitely see that this powder has made me a little bit more matte, a little bit more flawless. I think I would love this powder on a daily, on top of a glowy foundation, on top of a glowy primer. but I'm not all about that matte look, especially for summer. So this powder on top of a matte foundation can be a little bit too much. You definitely get full coverage. So I will use the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight palette. This has a little bit more weight to it as well, so it feels better compared to this powder, which feels very light. So I got the bronzer in the light medium, and then I got the highlighter in the shade Clear Moyen. I will start to sculpt and bronze my face with this light to medium bronzer. I will use the angled contour brush from Livi Beauty. I think right now this might be a little bit too light for me, just because the foundation was actually very dark and orange, and this looks more like a cool tone bronzer. But it feels very silky and it actually goes on very smooth. You can definitely see where I've added the product. It is just a tiny amount too light at the moment. It goes on like silk and it blends very well onto the skin. So hopefully by adding the setting spray, everything will kind of melt together and look more natural, because now I feel very matte. And before I would have loved this look right here because I loved a good matte glam look, but now, especially for summer, I want a little bit more of a glow going on. So I think this foundation will look beautiful mixed with the MAC Strobe Cream. So as you can see, the bronzer definitely shows up. It looks beautiful, it looks flawless. It hasn't lifted the foundation or concealer or anything underneath. I just feel like I would have needed one shade deeper when it comes to this powder just for today. So I will take my Scott Barnes contour palette and I will take a little bit of the shade Shizzle right here, which is a little bit more warm tone. I feel like we need a little bit more color, not a lot, but just one shade deeper. I will also take a little bit of Carve and just go down my nose. So let's go ahead and try out the highlighter. I will use the Highlight Your Life brush and I will just go in here and we will apply this to the highest points of our cheekbones. That is actually a very stunning color. It is a very subtle highlighter. It will look beautiful in pictures, I feel like. And it does not emphasize any lines or pores so far. If you love a very natural, subtle highlighter, you would definitely love this. So since I don't have any eyeshadows to play with, I just wanted to create a quick, natural brown look with the Orgy palette from Jeffree Star. So I will take Gender Fluid right here and just go ahead and place it into my crease real fast. So I have been really into brown looks lately, and especially just adding a brown in my crease, some lashes, and I'm good to go. So next I will take top right here and we will go in the crease, blend it up to the brow bone as well. So next up I will take Craving Chocolate right here. This I will place in the outer corners and blend it into the eyelid and also into the crease to build up that outer corner a little bit. You can just see how easy and effortless this look comes together. I am obsessed with this because it is so easy. You only need a few matte brown shades and you're good to go. So this is pretty much how I create a fast and very easy all brown smoky eye. On the days where I want to step it up a little bit, I use the Imitation Only, which is a tiny amount darker, and I just build up the intensity on the outer part because this will, as you can see, open up the look a little bit more. So I love to do this step as well. Blend it into the outer part of your lid and also in the crease. You can do this in 3 minutes. If I was not talking, I would have completed this eye look in 3 minutes. And it is such a beautiful, like, everyday look. You can, of course, make it a little bit darker, add more layers if you want a sultry night look as well, and add some shimmer on the lids and it will look beautiful. And I'm also going to take a little bit of the shade Top and I'm just going to place this on my lower lash. And this is my easy everyday eye look, and I really love it because it suits every eye color. It also suits every age, and you can of course make it darker or lighter, and you can do whatever you want with this. So I will go ahead and apply mascara and lashes, and then I will be right back and we will set our face and do the final thoughts. So now I have applied lashes as well, and as you can see, this eye look is just so versatile. It is perfect for every day, and it also fits every single lip color, which makes me excited because I love to sometimes have a very bold red lip. I love nude lips. I love pink lips, especially for summer. And the lashes that I'm using today are from my own brand, and I'm using the style Tiffany, which are some of my favorite. So now let's go ahead and try out the famous Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. So this actually promises a lot. It says prime and sets for up to 16 hours. Instantly lock in your look for makeup magic that looks just applied. So it says no melting, no fading, and no creasing. So this spray promises a lot. I'm very excited to try it out, see how it lasts, and see how I feel about this one. So this actually smells very good. I sometimes have a problem with setting sprays being too overwhelming, but this actually has a very fresh and clean flowery scent, I would say. It feels like you are out in a garden and you're just walking around on the grass. It is spring, it is summer, it really reminds me of that. I also didn't get any of her lip products. I really want to try them out, so I would definitely get a liner, a lipstick, and maybe a gloss as well next time I'm ordering. But for now, I'm going to use the Dior Lip Liner in the shade 100 Nude. So this is not my favorite formula because I feel like it could have been a little bit more pigmented, but it is very creamy and it goes on and it shows up, so I wanted to use it since I already have it. Then I will take a liquid lipstick from Dose of Color in the shade A Mauve Story. And to finish this look, I will use the Success Gloss from Livi Beauty, which is my favorite kind of nude pink. And it just lightens your lips perfectly and give you that perfect nude, which I'm obsessed with. So this is the complete look, you guys. I will take a look in the mirror and give you my final thoughts on these products. So let's start with the primer. I really enjoy that it has a UVA stamp on the packaging. This is approved as sunscreen. So if you're looking for a primer and sunscreen in one, I would definitely recommend you to check this out. It definitely made my base look flawless. I am very impressed with this. I would definitely have to try it out with my favorite foundation on top to see how that combination works. But this with this foundation looks beautiful. So first impression for this primer is a thumbs up. It definitely keeps its promise to a smoother looking skin. Plus, it gives you a daily defense. So my first impression on this foundation is actually very good as well. It hasn't made any lines particularly stand out. My skin looks flawless, you guys. It looks so incredible good. The only part is that it is a little bit matte, so I would definitely have to try this out with a more glowy primer underneath to see if it looks just as good, but this foundation looks awesome. The only thing that was kind of putting me off a little bit was the color, because it was called 7 Neutral. For me, it was a 7 Warm. It was very warm, it was very orange. I felt like adding the powder on top made the color look a little bit better. So if I got number 5 in this one, or a shade a little bit lighter, I am sure I would have loved the shade as well. So the shade is the only thing I have to complain about because it hasn't sunken into any lines. Everything looks very nice, but it looks matte. So if you are very dry, I'm not sure if this foundation will be for you. But if you love a flawless matte skin, definitely be sure to check this out. Also, if you are oily, I think this foundation will look beautiful on you. I have combo in my T-zone and normal skin on the rest of my face. And so far, everything looks very good. So first impression of this one, love it. I give it 10 out of 10. It really smoothens my skin. It also helped with the orange in my foundation. It kind of neutralized it a little bit, so it looks more like skin. It feels very silky, so smooth. It went on seamlessly and it made every single imperfection disappear even more. So this powder mixed with this foundation, if you want a flawless skin, definitely something I would buy together. So I'm sure this will become a holy grail powder for me, something I will use on a daily, especially if I want a more matte look and on the places like in my T-zone where I have a little bit of pores and I want to erase them. This will definitely become a new favorite, I'm sure. When it comes to the Filmstar Bronze and Glow, I will give this an 8 out of 10. Just because the shadows were not that pigmented. So if you want a very natural, subtle sculpt and bronze, I'm sure you will love it. Also the highlighter, it looks so good on the skin. It kind of melted in with my skin, so you can definitely see that I have a highlight going on, but it is not beaming. So this is a perfect highlighter for those of you who want to lighten up your face a little bit and just add a tiny amount of highlight without it being too much. And I really love this because it has kind of the same formula. It is very silky and buttery. It doesn't look powdery on, it kind of looks like your skin, but better. So I am very impressed with this. The only thing about this bronzer as well was that I probably should have gotten a little bit of a deeper shade because it was not that pigmented. So I had to add a ton of layers for it to actually show up on this skin tone. But if I use this with a lighter foundation, I'm sure it will look beautiful. Both of these blended so seamlessly. They didn't pick up any foundation underneath. So I would definitely do a more in-depth review in an upcoming favorites video of how I like it with different kind of foundations and also when I'm not self-tan. And when it comes to the setting spray, I can't say that much about it now, but I can say that it melted the product nicely together. Everything looks seamlessly. Everything looks very nice. Like, I'm so impressed with my base today, but it is hard to give a first impression on a setting spray because I'm not sure how it will make my makeup last throughout the day. But also the scent in this is not too much. It smells very good. It is not too empowering, and it just kind of did its job. So I will have to see how this makeup lasts throughout the day. If anything changes, I would definitely leave it down in the description, so be sure to check out the description box if you want more information, and there I will also keep you updated on how my makeup lasted. I also really loved the mist on it because it didn't make my face look wet when I applied it. It went on very nicely and it covered my whole face evenly. So I will keep you updated down below, so be sure to check out the description box. And that was everything for this video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I also got my hands on the new Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. So if you want me to do a first impression on this one, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also leave a comment down below and let me know. So that was my first impression review on the Charlotte Tilbury products that I've tried today. If you want me to try out more products from her brand, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you want me to pick up. I am very impressed with this brand so far. I can't wait to try out more products. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you are on the fence about getting any of these products, hopefully this helped you out in deciding what to get and what to try out. And without further ado, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.